Alright. That's about enough of that. Tucker, lay down. Come on. Tut-tut. Come on. Come here. Come over here, lay down. As long as he's cool. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, and this is Big Face Benny. And when I just like having little talks about how I feel about things. And Ben is very deep in his emotions today, as you can see. Tucker, thank you. So's Tucker. Everybody's in their feels right now. Oh, the energy's potent. It's potent energy. The energy is oh so potent. How are you feeling, Ma? We're fixing to move. Just waiting to get the big red truck back. We'll be on up down the road. It was interesting. I just saw, before I started this talk, I just saw a notification. Somebody posted a video that there's a 3.2 earthquake in Salem, Oregon. And I was like, Ma, about 2 years ago I had a dream, and then I opened the front door, and the water was rising, and it wasn't from the creek. I knew it was from the ocean. And I was like, Ma, I gotta get us out of here. And that was the steps in which got us to where we are now. In our next stepping stone in Arizona, and then we're gonna soon we're heading on down to New Mexico. You know, nice place as any to go when the frickin' earth is shaking. Elevation's about 7,000 feet, small 5,000 person community. I have a lot of abilities. I'd be glad to help around the community in any kind of capacity. I mean, using my mechanic skills or my IT skills. I just love to get people connected. And I'm pretty excited about it. And Mom is too. Huh? Aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for you. But we've had conversations getting ready. So is the healing beginning yet? God, everybody's hurting about something, man. Everybody is hurting, whether it's a physical pain from something that was caused when they were younger, you know, or emotional pain. Everybody's got pain. They just stuffed it, and their whole life they just did all they could to pretend like it wasn't there. Then they grew up, and they, Luna, I don't appreciate that right now. Come over here. You want to come over here, but you guys don't. I see that little look at. Yeah, now she's being cute. You are so cute. You are so cute. Oh my goodness. You are so cute, Luna Lou. She's excited too. Now Benny's like, what? The attention isn't on me. Pray tell. So a lot of people, the healing, the thing is once the healing starts beginning, that's when the world's really going to get good. But the healing's got to begin. I know it's going to have a lot to do with Mary Jane being legal, more decriminalized all over the world, or all over the nation, except for Nebraska's going to be last, I swear. They're so freaking, they're just stuck in their own time loop, like the early 1800s. Their mentality and their control systems and blah blah blah. What was I talking about? Oh, the healing. But a lot of people have a lot of hurts, and then they don't have the recall as to why they're hurting, you know. So a lot of these healings are gonna be like, I don't know. I've had a couple of them. Because, like, when I was big on drinking, and I would have memory fades, I call them, blackouts, other people call them, time travel, whatever. You do things. I mean, you're completely functioning, but there's no recall of any of the behavior that you're doing. I did that all the time, and every time I'd have one, it was like I'd remember the stuff that happened in my last blackout. It kind of connected me in that own. It's like its own timeline of its own, and then when I figured out that everything's frequency, and alcohol just puts your body in a vibrational frequency where the freaking demons just prey. That's why they call it spirits. allows evil spirits to come in and attachments. And because how many people have done things and they're like, that wasn't me? Well, it was you. You just allowed an evil freaking entity to attach to you by the choice that you made by consuming intoxicants. And yes, that is you, with the aid of wicketry and spirits. I call it courage juice. I don't need it. I got plenty of courage juice on my own. Huh. I got enough courage juice to last me, because everybody used to just, I don't know, I was tested for everything when I was a kid. They always, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? And I was just always lived from my heart, and plus I was real super psychic too. I always read the true dialogue as to what was happening, and as I understood it. And and sometimes I get the wrong idea about something because people are really good at deceiving, and I believe people a lot. I do. I've always been like, people have always said that I've trusted to a fault. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't really like the alternative of living such a fearful experience where I don't trust anybody. And I guess, God, the way I look at it is God has given me my intuition and my guidance, and I always look for synchronicities, little Easter eggs from God's source to let me know that I'm on the right course of action, and or on the right path. And like the notice today that there was a 3.2 earthquake in Salem, Oregon today, and I was just like, God gave me the knowing that we got to get from there. Huh. Yeah. So I've been it's weird. I've lost a lot of weight recently. I just don't have much of an appetite, and I've been walking the dogs a lot. So it's like I'm fit, but I don't have the weight on my bone structure the way I do. So a lot of my aches and pains are exposed. They're not padded by the extra buffer of the cushion, So it's weird because I got new aches and pains. But it's better that I lost weight and get those, because I lost an inch and 3/4 from the time that I was 42 to the time that I was 44. I'm 46 now. Just because I had short man's complex when I was younger, and I always had to work as hard as the hardest worker, or maybe try and work harder, because I couldn't outdo people with physical strength and stuff like that, so I'd have to do it with I don't know, doing the best at the job kind of thing. I won awards when I was in the Air Force. I won awards out of 1800, the 55th Maintenance Squadron. It's like one of the biggest maintenance squadrons on the freaking planet, and I lost out to a cop and his dog. If a dog's involved, you're always going to lose out. It's like one of those bomb sniffing ones, and it's just like, dude, it's all a farce. It's all pageantry. Is everyone figuring that out? Everything's a show. Everything's pageantry. But what your frequential vibe is lined up with. I've been thinking about how people are talking more about star people. I never not believed in this stuff. When I was a little kid, I had to go to the psychiatrist, I think, because I drew pictures about UFOs and talked about our encounter that I recall. And I still recall it, that encounter. And how I always want to drive the ship, and how I got to go. I mean, because I have this in me, this calling in me. It's gotten me into the cockpit of a B-1 bomber, and I have this wild story, and it just keeps kind of continuing. And the Aquarius Rising Africa has this Overcomers segment that they do, and I'm like, dude, I'm still freaking overcoming. I guess they'll want to talk to me once I get there, huh? But I don't know if I'll ever get there, so probably won't be on that show. But I always looked at us as everybody on the earth is. I didn't never looked at people as nationalities from continents, I always looked at people as like, because I mean, life forms from different planets. That's what I always looked at people like, so. And then when Star Wars and stuff came along, that just kind of affirmed my belief system. And I just kind of seen stuff my whole life that has kind of affirmed that belief system. And and so, like, the Scandinavians are like the blue bloods, from whatever. And I think that people can also be related to animals and have the same lineage as animals too at some point. It's kind of weird, because I believe in all things that are possible. I think that anything and any idea that anybody has ever thought just taps us into collective consciousness like a disco ball of knowledge. Just like when you look up at the stars, I always looked like it was like kind of like being in a basement in an old barn, and the light, shining through the top it's just all light, shining through the floor, and then God's source is just on the other side of that light, But I just always imagined, I was one of those people that questioned everything. I was listening to the Dimitri, what was his talk earlier? He was talking about stuff, and I'm not even kidding, this morning, probably about 10 o'clock, I was saying, when has the government ever said anything true? When has the government ever? I'm like trying to think of any time in history that the government has ever said anything true. And then this guy, he's got way more subs than I do. He's got like 66,000, the Demetria effect or whatever. He does all the numerology stuff. He does freaking rad work, man. But I just feel like, dude, I got too much other stuff I got to do. I don't have the time to research that kind of number stuff. I mean, I could if I wanted to not do this with Benzo as much and stuff like that, because I can't chill with them and be on the computer too much, huh? Tucker's over there rubbing his little face in, like he's a little cute. Anybody in the talking room? So is the healing working yet? People finding their soul hurts, their pains from previous incarnations. I also think that tattoos are scars from past lives too. All this thinking, I've just had all these freaking different lines of thought, and I keep looking for people that think like me, and I just don't find them. So I started this YouTube video. It's kind of like a video vlog, to keep my account of history. And I hope people go back and watch my old videos more than these new ones, because these new ones, I don't know. It's like the stuff that I talk about in the beginning stuff is happening now. So things that I said then are verified by the events now, because I always follow the stars and the potentials of energy, and mostly people just are going to act the same. People just going to keep, as the calendar years go by, people are, that's why they get so frustrated, because they're like, dude, I was going to lose that 10, 15 pounds this year, and I gained 20, because people sit in the same chairs, and they looked at the same stuff, and they eat the same foods, and they don't move, and they don't honor their soul sack, and once you honor your soul sack, and you start taking care of your vessel, then shoot, all the wonderful ideas start coming in on how to make this earth a better place. That's what I'm saying. The healing has to begin. The healing really has to begin. Because we already know what the earth is like when people are hurting. When they're hurting, they sell their soul. Luna, it's okay. It's okay. You're like, all the stinky boys get all the pets. All the stinky boys get all the pets. Oh, one day, Luna, take you on a date and a BRT again. I'm going to wrap it up soon because they're going to start getting squirrely. So, I hope to help people freaking heal some stuff, man. I really do. I want to help people heal some stuff. That's what everybody. If everybody wants to help heal a little bit of something, just think about how much better the earth would be. People got scared. People got people got scared. People got fearful. People just forgot to, know what it's like to have a higher power, or something to turn over all their fears and anxieties and stuff to. Mine's God. Mine's God. I got one dog over here whining. I got another dog scratching at my leg. Artie's being a good boy. Aw, he's over there. He's not even caring right now. Stop. No. You express your emotions when I'm through. Thank you. I'm almost through. So, what else was I going to talk about earlier today that I thought about? I did get to meditate this morning. That was pretty cool for a little while. Well, as best I could. But, the energies are just, they're always what they are. And it's where they are in your chart that you can always counteract all the energies and potentials that are happening. You don't have to let it set the course of your life. Luna, stop. Serious. They're all being so animated. I don't even know what to do. Except love on them. Huh. Just love on them. Oh, dear. So, I hope other folks are vibing pretty high today. It's cool Keegan was back. Keegan came back. Oh, man. I was so bummed to hear that she lost her mentor, man. She lost her mentor. Hopefully I'll get to talk to her soon. But don't be starting no stuff. Planet of the Fakes passed away unexpectedly. Luna, go. And, that was messed up, dude. She's being okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. No. I was sorry. It was about the same time that my buddy Pete died, and that's the thing is, it's interesting is because I lost a buddy. She lost a mentor. He was kind of a mentor. He was a clown. Tucker, stop. Stop. And, but it was about the same time, I bet. And she's Libra, I'm Aries Sun, so it's like we kind of have to go through this. Stop. Same experiences when our planets are, and she's Libra's opposite of Aries, but we're having the same experiences. So it's trippy. I can relate. So sorry for her loss. It was good to see her doing a live again today. That was cool. That was really cool. But more and more people are coming into spirit. It's like when Frank does Saturday prayers. Some places I go, they do prayer, like House of the Safe Haven. She does prayer. She reads a lot of scripture stuff. A lot of people are coming into their God, coming into their Jesus just in time, because the freaking if you want a good handle on things, Rick Levine was on the Astrology Hub on today, and he gives a good rundown. I really like that guy. He's a great teacher. But he was talking about the run, and I've been understanding this for a while. That I've been equating it to the Great Conjunction in the Dark Crystal. It's also the Star of Bethlehem, and I guess in a couple weeks they're going to go over this. Rick's going to go over the story of the Star of Bethlehem and all that stuff. But it's just like, I remember that the first time seeing that, and it being in that Christmas pageant things. But I also thought that they meant when following the stars that people were talking more about astrology than anything else. So I don't know. The way I picture it in my mind, it's all connected. It's all gives you an idea. But the thing of it is we're never not gonna know what's coming. All we can do is be in a spiritually fit condition that no matter what comes, you're gonna be good with how you lived your life. That you're not gonna freaking worry about bad karma or things coming back to you and stuff like that, and with the Star of Bethlehem and the Christmas star coming back, it's not like maybe Jesus Christ will come back and walk the earth. Maybe he won't. Maybe it's the vibration of his spirit that activates, and more people on the planet act like Jesus Christ and want more for people and have that actual feeling of charity and community. That stuff, and people taking care of the elders and the kids, maybe that's gonna happen. That's what I'm holding out for. So that's about all I got.